Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most epic, dramatic, and utterly fascinating Bible stories from ancient history. One that still echoes with powerful lessons even thousands of years later. We're talking about King Nebuchadnezzar, the mighty ruler of Babylon, a man whose ambition reshaped empires and whose journey taught him some truly profound truths about power, pride, and humility. Now, when you hear Babylon, you probably picture magnificent structures, right? The Hanging Gardens, the Ishtar Gate, a city of unparalleled grandeur. And you wouldn't be wrong. Nebuchadnezzar was the architect of this golden age. He wasn't just a king, he was a conqueror, a builder, a visionary who turned Babylon into the jewel of the ancient world. His reign, from about 605 to 562 BC, was a period of immense power and influence. He swept across the Near East, expanding his empire, taking down powerful rivals, and solidifying Babylon's place as the dominant force. But what makes his story so compelling isn't just his military prowess or his architectural marvels. It's his personal transformation. Imagine being at the absolute pinnacle of power, believing you are invincible only to be shown in the most dramatic way possible that there's a power far greater than any earthly king. Our story really kicks off with Nebuchadnezzar's encounters with a young Jewish exile named Daniel. The king has these incredibly vivid yet perplexing dreams. And in an age before Google, who do you call? His wise men, his magicians, his astrologers? But there's a catch. Nebuchadnezzar doesn't just want an interpretation. He wants them to tell him the dream first. Talk about a tough boss. Naturally, they can't. This is where Daniel steps in, humbly attributing his ability to God. And this is a recurring theme throughout Nebuchadnezzar's life. Encountering people who live by a different set of rules, guided by a higher purpose. Daniel reveals the dream. A colossal statue made of different metals, symbolizing a sequence of world empires, culminating in a stone that shatters it all, representing God's eternal kingdom. This is a huge revelation for Nebuchadnezzar, who, despite his pagan beliefs, is genuinely moved and acknowledges Daniel's God. He even promotes Daniel and his friends to high positions in his court. It's a moment of openness, a crack in his seemingly impenetrable pride. But, as with many powerful people, humility can be fleeting. Nebuchadnezzar then builds an enormous golden idol, a staggering 90 feet tall, and demands that everyone bow down to it. This is a direct challenge, not just to the monotheistic beliefs of Daniel's friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but to the very idea of a power greater than the king himself. When these three brave men refuse, declaring they will only worship their God, Nebuchadnezzar is furious. He orders them thrown into a blazing furnace, heated 7 times hotter than usual. Now, this is where the story gets absolutely mind-blowing. As they're tossed into the inferno, Nebuchadnezzar looks in and sees not 3 but 4 figures walking around, completely unharmed, and the 4th one looks like a son of the gods. This moment is a game-changer for the king. He calls them out, utterly astonished, and they emerge without even a singed hair or the smell of smoke on their clothes. Imagine witnessing that. Nebuchadnezzar is again forced to acknowledge the power of Daniel's God, praising him and decreeing that no one should speak against him. He even issues a decree protecting the people who worship this God. You'd think this would stick, right? This king has seen miracles. Yet the human heart is complex, and pride is a stubborn thing. Years later, Nebuchadnezzar is walking on the roof of his magnificent palace in Babylon, surveying his glorious city. He looks out at the sprawling metropolis, the majestic buildings, the immense wealth, and he can't help but puff out his chest. "Is this not great Babylon?" he declares, "which I have built by my mighty power as a royal residence and for the glory of my majesty." It's a moment of pure, unadulterated self-glorification. And in that very instant, a voice from heaven speaks, declaring that his kingdom will be taken from him He will be driven from human society, live with wild animals, and eat grass like an ox until he acknowledges that the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms and gives them to whomever he wishes. And just like that, it happens. Nebuchadnezzar, the mighty king, is struck by a mental illness that causes him to act like an animal. He loses his mind, his royal authority, and his human dignity, fulfilling the prophecy. He literally lives among the beasts, his hair growing like eagle feathers and his nails like bird claws. For 7 years, the man who once commanded nations now grazes in fields. This is a stark, almost unbelievable humbling. The very embodiment of earthly power is reduced to the lowest form of existence. But the story doesn't end there. After 7 years, Nebuchadnezzar's sanity is restored, and with it comes a profound transformation. He looks up to heaven, his understanding returns, and he praises and honors the Most High, whose dominion is an eternal dominion. He finally acknowledges that God's ways are right, and that those who walk in pride, God is able to humble. His kingdom and glory are restored to him, and he becomes an even greater king, but now with a spirit of humility and gratitude. His final decree recorded in the book of Daniel is a testament to his incredible journey, a declaration of praise to the King of Heaven, whose works are truth and whose ways are justice, and who is able to humble those who walk in pride. So what can we take away from Nebuchadnezzar's extraordinary life? His story is a powerful reminder that true power isn't found in conquest or material wealth, but in humility and recognizing that there's a force greater than ourselves shaping the world. It teaches us that pride can lead to a great fall, but also that even in our lowest moments, there's a path to redemption, understanding, and a renewed perspective. It encourages us to appreciate the gifts we have, to treat others with respect, and to always stay open to learning, even from unexpected sources. Nebuchadnezzar's legacy isn't just about the bricks and mortar of Babylon, it's about the bricks and mortar of the human spirit and its capacity for both grand ambition and profound transformation. It's a story that urges us to reflect on our own lives and consider what truly endures. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through ancient history. If you found Nebuchadnezzar's story as captivating as I do, please hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating tales from the past. Your support means the world. See you next time.